You see how she's making this all by herself, while Roxanne has lost her opportunity to get in the tournament? Now, listen, if this leads to Money in the Bank, then I don't know what we're going to do for Raquel. I mean, I don't really know what we're going to do about Raquel, you know what I'm saying? If Roxanne, goes to Money in the Bank and win that, I mean, come on, man. Like, what if Stephanie wins it back? It's just like, really, bro? I mean, oh, man.
Yeah, I.
Well, yeah, I could have used family, but what's your plan?
She doesn't have one. Her plan is to make you and Raquel look like jobbers while she walking around here looking like a movie star. I don't know when people gonna wake up and realize that Liv Morgan ain't shit, man. It's embarrassing.
Roxy. My sweet little Roxy. The Judgment Day don't pout when we miss opportunities.
You a lying motherfucker.
The Judgment Day takes opportunities, right, guys? Hell no.
Fucking tournament. The fuck is you talking about? Only Raquel and Dom are in the tournament. You see how she lying, guys? She's not even caring. She's just saying all this shit just to run her fucking mouth, man. She just talking because she got lips. Like, come on, man. Don't make no sense. Don't make no damn sense. But shout out to Twitter, man. Everybody's on her head top. And I hope this continues because we need to get rid of this bitch immediately. But, guys, before I give my thoughts, let me play this clip real quick.
Despite being champion, Liv Morgan is in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but there's a specific reason why. So the brackets were revealed for the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments that WWE is holding. However, there was a head-scratching moment when world champion Liv Morgan entered herself in the match, claiming that she just wants to win it all because there's no challengers for her world championship. And there were fans who were pointing out the creative bankruptcy of this idea, considering that the winner should get a championship match, and Liv Morgan being champion just seems kind of out of place, but I think there's a reason why, because the qualification matches are Fatal 4-Ways. And with Fatal 4-Ways being no disqualification, it's a perfect opportunity to reintroduce Stephanie Vicaire to cost Liv Morgan not only her qualifying match, but to then segue into the feud between Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vicaire again. Now, in my ideal scenario, there wouldn't be any world champions within these tournaments, but I understand what WWE is trying to do is create a compelling narrative that makes fans feel that Liv Morgan can actually win the whole entire Queen of the Ring tournament. It's not one-to-one the same, but it's similar to how Brock Lesnar was in the Royal Rumble in 2020 and entered himself as the #1 position as WWE Champion, citing a lack of challengers. And if Stephanie Vicaire isn't costing Liv Morgan, then there's potential for somebody pinning Liv Morgan and that trajecting a different feud for the Women's World Championship. Do I like the idea of Liv Morgan and Queen of the Ring? No. Am I going to lose my head over it? Also no.
Well, my theory is that Stephanie Vicaire is going to take Liv Morgan out and enter herself in the tournament. That's what I think is going to happen. But again, I don't like his theory, but I hope mine come true. But if that's the route they're going to go, then I think it's stupid, because the simple thing and the responsible thing to do is to just take her out, write her off television until SummerSlam or Night of Champions. Well, not even Night of Champions, just, some pay-per-view around July or something, you know what I mean? And then just do a little feud, and then just carry that feud all the way to SummerSlam, you know what I mean? And have Roxanne cost her the belt, or, you know what I mean? So, cost her losing the belt, So, I mean, oh my God, my head hurts. But shout out to C-Jack, man. I am so glad that he held Liv Morgan accountable, because this is what he said in the review. FYI, I'm not doing a review with C-Jack because of the Roman Reigns situation. The man keep glazing Roman, but however, he's a big fan of Roman. I'm tired of Roman. I want Obafemi. Okay, that's just what I want. But shout out to C-Jack. He spoke about the Liv Morgan situation, including a tweet where she wrote absolutely nonsense, just nothing but excuses on why she can't defend the belt and why she's in this tournament. And C-Jack called her out on her bullshit. Let's listen.
Liv Morgan is inside of the Women's Queen of the Ring. No one can explain why. Even she can't explain why. The book booking is so bad and the creative sucks that Liv Morgan has to go on Twitter and try and make excuses for why she's in the tournament, saying things like, oh, the roster's too scared. Oh, I want to take it all. I don't want to just be the world champion. I want to go for everything. Bro, you don't know why they made the decision. The decision sucks. Just don't make any excuses about it. Just leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand this logic of this company now. And the wrestlers have to follow suit. They have to randomly go on social media and try and explain every bad decision for triple fraud. The decision sucks. The creative sucks. It's a dumb idea. So stop going out there and saying, oh, well, I'm the greatest world champion of all time, and Triple H did this, and it was a good idea because I want to take it all. Now watch what happens, guys. After Liv Morgan loses this Queen of the Ring tournament, all of a sudden, randomly, she's not going to be going for Rhea Ripley's championship anymore, and we're just going to completely forget about this. But remember, she said she wants to take it all. You see, it's not going to make sense. It's stupid. Stop trying to make excuses for dumb decisions. That is what this whole roster does, except for a select group of people, and that's what the creative team does. Make a bad decision. Hey, I'll just have the talent go ahead and explain it off for themselves and fix it themselves. Who cares? That logic only works on bots, and unfortunately, the WWE roster, a lot of them have been conditioned to be bots for this company and complete shills for the place they work at, which is understandable, of course, but it gets to a point, bro. If the decision sucks, just don't say anything about it. Just be quiet about it. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? There's no point of trying to explain it. You're just going to make things even worse. So, whatever, man.
Drop a cool spot for C-Check for standing up against Lemonhead. But I'm going to leave this photo right here as I don't feel like editing. But however, shout out to C-Jack, man, for speaking the truth. I just really, really wish people would just hold Liv Morgan accountable for all the lies that she's saying. And I don't give a crap if it's scripted or not. You don't go online and just say things that you don't even know what you're saying. You know, but unfortunately, I keep telling y'all, Liv Morgan is the Akashi 6'9" of pro wrestling. I repeat, she's the Akashi 6'9" of pro wrestling. All she do is troll and antagonize and bring and disadvantage. She brings herself up just to disadvantage everybody else. Liv Morgan is in this tournament while Raquel is possibly going to lose. Along with Rock, you saw what happened to Roxanne. She lost and she didn't even get pinned. So now we don't even know where these two going to go. We're just hoping that one of them win Money in the Bank, one of them win the Royal Rumble, and one of them win Elimination Chamber. Otherwise, this is going to be very hard for these two to actually tell a story because everything is about Liv Morgan, and while Dominic Mysterio and JD are barely telling their story. But I'm glad that Finn Balor is gone, but what are we going to do about JD and Dom? Are they going to beef or not? Is JD going to walk away or not? I don't think Dominic Mysterio is going to do anything until he can figure out what's wrong with Liv Morgan and what's wrong with him and why is he still with her. So how I look at it is this. It's obvious that they're pushing Roxanne. So if they're going to push her, then you need to get her out of this fucking group and have her team up with Stephanie to take down Liv and Raquel until Raquel is ready to get out of this group, to betray Liv Morgan and tell their story. You feel me? So until we get that, I don't know what we're going to do, man, because Roxanne looking bad, bro. Along with at least Raquel hasn't gotten pinned, but the fact of the matter is Raquel needs an opportunity too. It's not just Roxanne, it's Raquel too. You know, if you're not going to do anything with Lash Legend and Nia Jax, at least do something with Raquel because you used to work with her, Hunter. Come on. Go back to the NXT days. Stop booking everybody like jobbers. Well, nah, keep doing what you're doing because, you know, hey, Duffy, we up. And but no, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? Good thing we got NXT. And, of course, with SmackDown, I know you guys don't like SmackDown, but I like it now because it's Tiffany and Chelsea Green storyline. But, however, we still need Blake Moreau and we still need Kiana James because those two need to be in the storyline. And Julia need to get out of the fucking way so that way Kiana James can tell her story with these three. But that's besides the point. The point is, people are going to continue to glaze this woman until she actually do something that people disagree with. You know, it's just a shame that Liv Morgan has to commit a crime or actually say something that's against politics, whether it's the LGBT community or religion or whatever, you know, whether it's the Jewish. And I know Liv Morgan's not going to say nothing about that, but I just don't understand why. What is it gonna take to get y'all to not like this woman? What is it gonna take for y'all to say fuck this woman? She one of them. But then again, I can't compare her to nobody. The only person I can compare her to with is Tekashi 6ix9ine. See, y'all like to compare her to Erica Clark, but it's just like, guys, who cares if she who cares what she looked like? It's about what she's doing. All right. And right now, Liv Morgan and Triple H are working together to make this women's division even less than what it is. And unfortunately, nobody's calling it out, man. Everybody want to point a finger at Rhea, but nobody wants to point a finger at Liv Morgan. This woman's barely defending her title, and she's in the Queen of the Ring tournament. I don't give a crap about what Brock Lesnar was booked, how he was booked back in the day. It's still not right. You don't book a champion in the tournament. I understand Ruka is in the tournament, but she didn't know she was going to win that day. If we're just going by kayfabe. So again, you can't sit here and say that, oh, well, she's champion too. It doesn't matter. This is about the main titles, the Women's World Championship and the WWE Women's Championship. And that's why I'm hoping that whoever wins the tournament go after Rhea Ripley. Because unfortunately, guys, I'm telling you right now, nobody in this tournament deserves to face Liv Morgan for the belt. Unless your name is Raquel Rodriguez. And yeah, that's it. Because everybody else, they're not qualified to face her. Io Sky winning this. Charlotte Flair winning this. Jessie Jane winning this. Come on, y'all. Use your head. This tournament is made for Rhea Ripley. It's not made for Liv. Unless your name is Roxanne and Raquel, it's not made for you. Io Sky going after Liv Morgan, no. Nobody wants to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see Io Sky versus Liv because it's not worth the feud. I don't want to see Io Sky getting her ass beat by Liv Morgan and she needs Raquel and Roxanne to take her down. No. Bring back Stephanie Valkyrie so we can get Liv versus Stephanie Valkyrie at one of the pay-per-views next month or maybe SummerSlam. But it's like, can we get a triple threat match, bro? Can we get Liv versus Stephanie and Roxanne? Can we get that, please? And then we get Raquel at Money in the Bank. Can we do that? Because nobody wants to see a one-on-one, bro. Nobody wants to see that shit. All right? It's just not worth it. We need new talent. And Roxanne and Raquel is right there. So maybe Raquel will qualify. You'll never know. But at some point, we gotta move forward with this storyline. But don't do it in a way that's going to make it obvious for the fans. Because the problem is, if y'all kick Liv Morgan out of the group, people are going to side with her. And the reason why is because nobody cares about Roxanne, nobody cares about Raquel, nobody cares about JD, and unfortunately, Dominic Mysterio, nobody cares about him unless he's with Liv Morgan, which that's cap because they had momentum when Liv was gone when she was going through her shoulder injury. So again, who we fooling here? I just really hate this booking, man. Liv Morgan is like I don't give a fuck what she say. Liv Morgan's a troll, bro. I don't give a damn. Like everything she says is just all cap. I mean, their accomplishments might be true, but one thing that's not true is everything that you just said about you being in this tournament and you literally walking around with this belt and not telling a good story with it. There's so many things I want to say about this, but I can't, bro, because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My head hurts. I feel like I need to pop some ibuprofen or something because my head just hurting, man. Like I just can't keep going with this. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep reporting this because it's just like, bro, you can't do all that just for her to walk around with the belt, for her to not her to tell a good story. Stop. If you're not going to tell the Liv and Roxanne and Raquel story, then motherfucker, take the belt off of her and put it back on Stephanie, because I'm tired of shit. If Naomi comes back, I need her to come back to face new talent, not this little heifer that just obviously walking around here looking like a damn crackhead that's sitting on the street looking for a motherfucker to pay her $100 to fucking suck his... You get the point. You get the point. Other than that, man, this right here is just sad. Roxanne is out of the tournament and Liv Morgan's in the tournament. And the only person we have left is Raquel. And we don't know when she's going to compete. But all I know is that Raquel better win this so that way she could get to the semifinal. And if she faced Jessie Jane or whoever is on that list, I don't even remember. I don't even want to look at it. I just hope she makes it. And if she don't make it, then something wrong. Because something is wrong. Because why can't Raquel get an opportunity, man? At least let her get close to it like Obafemi. Can you do that? I guess not. But hopefully. But God damn it, man. Boy, I feel bad for Roxanne. I mean, so that's one attempt, unfortunately. That is one attempt. So she got two more, and that's Money in the Bank and the Royal Rumble. If she doesn't win either one of those, then it's over. And as for Raquel, listen, if she could qualify at least just to get to the semifinal, that would be good. That would really help her out a lot because at least we know she's going to get there. But is she going to win it? I don't know because I can't see Io Sky and Raquel Rodriguez at the Night of Champions. I can't see it. You know, like when Rhea Ripley needs an opponent, right? So this tournament is basically for Rhea, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's most likely gonna be Jessie Jane, bro. And if it ends up being Io Sky, she better pick Rhea because I don't want to see Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. I don't want to see it, bro. So, and plus Stephanie's gonna come back, so we're most likely gonna get Liv versus Stephanie again. So whoever wins is most likely going to face Rhea. Unless Raquel wins this and then we get a triple threat match that we should have had at WrestleMania. And then we get that at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? So if we get something like that, that's cool. But Raquel has to portray Liv Morgan in order for that to happen. So, and I don't know if they're ready or not, but they need to be because we need a conclusion. Because you're hurting Raquel and you're hurting Roxanne. And God damn it, you're hurting JD and Dom too. But I do think that this is going to end, as for the Liv and Dom thing, I think that's going to end with Liv Morgan betraying Dom. And it's mainly because now that she lost Raquel and Roxanne and he lost JD, it's down to those two. And then at that point, I think Dom is going to try to break up with her, but it's not going to work successfully. So he's going to have to proceed in action, maybe walking away from her, maybe, going the other route and maybe seeing another woman, like maybe getting with Roxanne and trying to figure things out. Or, and then he'll get caught cheating and then Liv is most likely going to betray him, beat him bloody. And then that's the end of the Liv and Dom movement. And that's it's already over with the Judgment Day, but it'll be over for them as well. But unfortunately, we won't be able to get to that until probably like around winter time, unfortunately, because the main thing we got to do is just get Roxanne and Raquel out of the group. I think JD might leave too, but I don't know when. I really don't. But he needs to leave soon because we can't have the group, be the ones to betray Liv. We can't do that because if we kick out Liv Morgan, that means the crowd is going to be excited. They're going to be spooked. They're going to be happy because they're going to be like, it's lit. The Liv Morgan's finally solo. She's going to turn babyface. Oh, my God. No, you dumb motherfuckers. She got kicked out because she was over her head. She was... I don't want to explain. Bro. But basically... what's going to happen is if you kick out Liv Morgan, people are going to assume that she's a babyface because they really want her out of the group. And unfortunately, we can't have that scenario. We can't have that. So the best thing to do is go one by one, right? If you want to start with Roxanne, start with Roxanne. If you want to start with Raquel, start with Raquel. If you want to start with JD, start with JD. But either way, man, each member has to leave. So one by one, Roxanne, Raquel, JD have to go. Now, as for Dominic Mysterio, he will be the last contender, but I think Dom is gonna probably try to break up with her, but he's not gonna. It's gonna be hard though, because this woman is on him like a leash, and the only way he can get away from her is if, he tries to, he see another girl, but that ain't gonna fly, because most likely she's gonna take her out. So I don't know what Dom gonna do, man. I really don't, but I do think that Liv is gonna be the one to betray him, because she's gonna get him before he gets her. So this might lead to a babyface turn, y'all. But he's probably going to be a tweener, because, he still haven't made up with his spotter yet. So, but this might lead to it. You never know. But we'll have to wait and see. But y'all get in the comment box and let me know what y'all think about this. Liv, regardless of what you say, it doesn't fucking matter, because you're a fucking liar, hypocrite, manipulator. And everybody in the comment box say, LHM, yeah. And we're going to end it like that. Not one, not two, but 3 times. Liv Morgan is a liar, hypocrite, manipulator. Everybody say, LHM, yeah. Yeah. Everybody say, LHM, yeah. Yeah. Everybody say, LHM, yeah. Yeah.